Welcome back to another episode with the girls here on Mindset Talks Podcast. Okay, we're back for another episode, and I know you're excited. You couldn't wait for us to come back to you. So here we are with the new one to drop. And I just want to say I'm really excited again for another episode. Yes, I always start my episodes like that. But Cassie has something up her sleeves today, and I don't know what it is. So you all got to tune in with us to hear what this is. But before we get into that, definitely want to remind you all to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. In case you haven't already, hit those likes, comments, share, and subscribe to your girls' pages because we love the love and we love the support. So keep it on going. And don't forget, on Fridays, 9 a.m., WDJY 99.1 FM. You can also find us on the radio. Yes, your girls are everywhere. Everywhere. How did we get here?
That
We're
we are.
everywhere right now. So,
I don't
favorite
know.
podcasting platforms on Tuesdays and the radio on Fridays. So, go ahead and tune in at those times. Ooh, almost caught myself. Tune in at those
But you
times.
had it though.
Yes, you will find us there, always dropping some new content for you.
Yes. And actually, with you saying that about your favorite podcasting platforms, I am so upset. Okay. So I have subscribed to our podcast and other podcasts. Actually, it's the only platform I use to listen to podcasts. I don't
Okay.
do Apple because I don't have an iPhone. I
Right.
don't do Spotify. No offense, Spotify. Love you. Appreciate the love. But I always listen to everything on Google Podcasts. However,
Mm.
I have just been informed on a great little notice that they have when you go into the app and you listen to things that they are discontinuing, closing, shutting down, getting rid of Google Podcasts.
Wow.
So by like
Wow.
April of this year, 2024, Google Podcasts is no longer going to be a thing. And they're asking you to either go to, one of the other podcasting platforms, or they're
Hmm.
kind of trying to migrate people over to YouTube Music.
Oh, that's true.
Where
Yep.
they can listen. I guess I haven't really looked into it yet. I guess you can like download a whole like separate app or whatever just for YouTube Music, which is separate from YouTube.
Yes.
Where you can then listen to them. So I might do that. I haven't really
Mm.
decided yet, but I'm like, damn. Now I have like a couple of months to figure out like where I'm going to listen to on my podcast. So,
Yes, girl. You better add Spotify to your list just to have it as backup
yeah,
because apparently your main sources aren't fulfilling your needs. So
you clearly.
just saying, because I over here I have Apple and I have Spotify. I have both. So I'd like to,
Mm.
you gotta have both just in case, like your situation, you need to have both.
Yeah. So anyone who listens to our podcast on Google Podcasts, make sure you guys start looking into transfer your subscriptions to a different
Yes.
platform.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Well,
Yeah.
guess Google ain't quite making a cut. Anyways.
Oh, so annoying, but
Whatever. Let's just hurry up and get into. You have me anxious, girl. Just hurry up and get me into what we have going on today.
I do.
I I want to tell y'all I can't take it when we have an episode that I cannot prepare for. When it is something that Cassie is just coming at me with, I just never know what I'm going to get. And
Neither
I'm
do I.
someone who likes to be, especially when I'm answering questions, I like to try to be as prepared as possible,
Mhm.
like that's just, and I also have fun out of that. Like I don't do it just because I want to be seen as this person that's so well spoken and knows how to answer everything just the right way. I
Right.
do it because it's like a fun challenge, like it's just like, oh, what can I say to that? Or, it just makes you think.
Mhm.
And I can't even think. I can't do anything. I just have to
Nope.
wait and listen and then answer. I didn't like, ugh,
Yes,
ugh.
that's what makes it fun, right? Because you guys are going to get the real, raw responses of Amanda, and we are
Ooh.
going to learn a little bit more about her so you guys can really be tuned in with us and just understand, who we are or who she is.
Who
'Cause
I am
I'm not
because I don't
answering
have any
anything.
questions. Right, right. Like, how did you fully come out unscathed on this one? Whatever.
Well, it's what happens when, you have an
A co-host like
episode.
you.
Well, that and when you have episode ideas.
Yes. Oh boy.
Yes.
Ooh,
So,
girl.
I wasn't necessarily going to jump into it right away, but since Amanda
Mm-hmm.
really can't wait anymore, and I think some of these things you guys might find a little interesting, although to spare Amanda, I'm not
What?
going to get too spicy because, we still have our personal things we need to keep a little private, and
Oh my
she
gosh.
doesn't have time to prepare for my craziness. So,
Oh my
gonna
gosh.
go a
Girl,
little
you
bit.
better not give me nothing else that's gonna get us in trouble for, cause girl, you know how I answer or speak to things on here. So
Oh, yes, don't worry. Yeah, we won't be touching any of those topics. If only y'all knew.
Oh
But
my
yeah, so we're
gosh.
gonna kind of do this in
Girl.
like two parts, right? So this part is just going to be, I mean, they're both getting to know you, but this part is
Mm-hmm.
just kind of like really getting to like know you in a way and getting you to be able to like truly like answer and like elaborate on your responses.
Okay.
So, this first one, which I haven't really figured out like the best, kind of like order that I want to go in these things with, but we're just going to go for it, right? So,
Okay.
the first thing that I want to know to make it just a little simple for you is Amanda, what is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear. Um, my biggest fear, I would say, is ew. I feel like we actually kind of talked about this a little bit without me saying it. Oh, don't make me. Oh, girl, you got me all vulnerable on here. All right. So I just want to say I try to tell myself to not live in a fearful way because you're not really enjoying life. But I'm only human, so yes, there are actual fears.
Mhm.
So I would say my biggest fear is actually disappointing people. Just disappointing people that I know, like personally, family, friends, even coworkers. Even though coworkers, most of them I don't even really know like that,
Mhm.
but I hold myself with such a high expectation of what I have to meet. So when it comes to possibly disappointing others, it really gets me like up in arms because then it's like, oh my gosh, how do they perceive me? They're going to think less of me. So that
Mhm.
is something that I typically try to avoid. So that's allowed me in many times, I feel like, to be very people pleasing and not really engage in things all the time that I may or may not want to do because I just don't want to ruin it for someone else and
Mhm.
disappoint them. So that I would say is one of my biggest fears that I've just released on air, that I don't like to disappoint other people.
Well, maybe it's a good thing for other people to hear that so they can understand
Mm,
you a little better and how you may respond to things. So,
yeah, no, that's true. You're right. Ew. Ooh, girl, you getting all in the touchies and feelies. I don't like it. Your next question better be better because
well, you made that a little more touchy feel than it had to be because my response would have been totally different than that.
so what do you fear,
So
Cassie?
it depends on how you answer these questions. And we're not getting into me, but just because we're using this as like a first time example, girl,
Okay.
all I would have said was the obvious here. And my biggest fear is clowns. Point
We
blank,
know,
period.
yes.
That is all we're going to say. I'm not getting into no touchy feely, deep responses, nothing like that. But you go ahead, girl. You answer them however you
Well, that's what makes us
how
work
you feel.
together because one of us needs to be touchy-feely. So it's so funny though that you say that because I literally just said to the baby the other day, we were looking at something. I said, "Oh, look, it's a clown. Auntie Cassie is scared of."
Oh, that's great.
I was like, Auntie Cassie does not like those. And then I said to myself, I should ask her if she still doesn't like them. But I
Oh
just
yeah.
wait and I received my answer.
Yeah, nope. Definitely don't. And my boyfriend's daughter loves to remind me. And anytime one comes up on the screen, she's like, "Oh, Cassie, look." And I'm like,
Oh
"Oh,
my goodness.
great."
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that does not help at all.
No. So I mean, I think maybe it has helped my fear a little bit just because now I'm having to like see them all the time. But anyways.
Deal with it.
So
Mm-hmm.
don't be doing this because this ain't about me. This is all about you. Okay. So on to the next question. Since you want to do all this nonsense, now I'm going to ask you this one. So,
Nonsense. What? Wait.
what I and the people want to know is
Mm.
what is the most embarrassing thing you have ever done?
Oh my gosh, the most embarrassing. Oh, girl, I feel like I have a list. Where do I begin?
The most.
The most embarrassing. Wow, you really have my brain scrambling right now.
There's
Um,
plenty. Mm.
wow. I don't I don't know. My most embarrassing moment. I don't know if I can actually pick that. Um,
Or just anyone. Maybe not the most embarrassing, but is there an embarrassing moment that you remember from either recent or
yeah.
from like childhood or
Yeah, I definitely remember. I feel like you probably remember it too from when we were in middle school at the mall.
oh, no,
And
not what I was thinking.
ooh, child. Wow. Oh my gosh, I have that many moments.
Well,
Oh
it
my
wasn't that
gosh.
embarrassing. It was just something that sticks out to me about one of our sleepovers. But go ahead.
Oh my gosh, would I have my pants on backwards?
Yes. Yes, that.
I hate to say it,
Uh,
but I'm someone
mm,
who's full of more embarrassing moments than not.
mm.
To be completely honest, like it's just
Who you
like apparently, yeah, it's just a part of who I am. But
are. Mm.
the middle school, when we were in middle school, we were going to the mall back when the Crystal Mall was actually like shoppable
Yeah.
with stores in it and people
Mhm.
actually wanted to go there. And I remember it was raining that day. I want to say it was like a Friday after school, and we had went that evening to the mall,
Mhm.
and I feel like it was probably like your mom or someone who dropped us off,
Mhm.
and we were running into the mall because it was just like the rain was
Oh.
coming down. Yeah, so
Oh boy.
we were we were running into the mall, and I was the last one running in, and the entrance to the mall had that carpet before you go into the food
Mm.
court. And as I ran in, I slid across the carpet, like fell out and slid across the carpet.
I don't
And
remember
I
this.
remember just being like, whoa, just like sliding. And then there's this
Uh,
older guy in there, and he's like, you need training wheels. And it was just like,
oh man.
yeah.
Mm.
But one more I'll give that isn't as
Okay.
bad. It's actually more funny. I would just say I was on a machine at work, and it's a machine that you're harnessed into, and
Mhm.
I tried to like quickly exit the machine forgetting I was still harnessed in, so it pulled me back in very quickly onto
Oh
my
god.
ass, and one of my coworkers seen it. So that was
Oh, that's fun. Mm.
yeah. So yeah, I mean now that I think about it, I probably have way more embarrassing stories, so it's really hard to pick just one.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I think that those are good ones. I think that, the
Yeah, we'll stop
listeners will
there.
will
We
agree.
will stop there.
All right. So this one might be a little harder if you don't kind of have something off the bat. So we'll see if you know how to answer this one. But what I want to
Mm,
know is who do you look up to the most?
mm. Who do I look up to the most? Um, honestly, I feel like it would be my sister
Yeah.
because she has been through many different things in her life, and when I say many different things, she's been through many different hardships,
Hmm.
but many different good things as well. So I'm not going to act like her life is just like hard as hell.
Yeah.
But she's for someone who's close to me, she's been served many different challenges that I feel like a lot of people would probably crumble from.
Hmm.
And she's just found a way of changing herself, and obviously being my sister and seeing her, for those who don't know, my sister is technically my half sister, but she's my sister, so I don't count her to be no less. So
Right.
we've never lived together.
Hmm.
So our relationship is only so close at the beginning until our adulthood, where we're able to choose to be around each other and able to do it.
Hmm.
So just being able to see her become a better person as well in different ways, along with the challenges that she's been served, and then to still today be able to be a positive person and just set a good example. She gives me really good advice, as a sister should, in my opinion. Like, you better give me some good advice, damn it. But it's just, I don't know, it's like, not that I aspire to be like her, but it's just watching her and the strength she has and being able to have faith to get through things is what I really look up the most about her.
Aw, look at that. Go ahead, sister.
You better put this in a clip so she can see
I know. I will definitely have to because, she deserves her shine too. I see that.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome. All right. So, my next question for you is going
Gosh.
to be,
Mm-hmm.
since we love this show, Married at First Sight,
Yeah.
I want to know.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing.
I think you're just nervous. Um,
Yeah.
what I want to know is, do you believe in love at first sight?
No, I don't.
All right.
I don't. Mm-mm.
Okay. All right. So then what about soulmates? Do you believe in soulmates?
I believe there are soulmates, but I don't think soulmates are necessarily romantic. Like they don't have to be romantic. I feel
Okay.
like there can be friendships, exactly. There can be friendships where that person is your soulmate. I know it's usually used in a romantic way, but
Mhm.
I feel like it doesn't have to only be in that application, but I do believe there are soulmates.
Gotcha.
Mm.
Okay, awesome. So kind of on that same topic, since we are on all of these love type questions,
Ooh la la. I
do
knew she was going to
you
transition.
I mean, hello. Um, so do you know what your love language is?
Ew, my gosh. Yeah. So
Parent
my love
share.
language, yeah, I'll share it. But don't any of y'all think you gonna come up in here trying to snatch up my love. I got me a man. Okay. But I'm just joking. So my love language is I am partially physical touch. I just have moods sometimes where I just don't want to be touched.
Mm,
And I think it's just like the only childness in me where I just like to be able to have my solitude. But sometimes I do need to be clingy as well. So it's like a physical touch is like 75% of the time, yes, but give me a little 25% where I'm like, just give me a little time to myself.
mm,
So physical touch is definitely a thing, but what's really huge for me is like recognition or like verbal recognition or communication,
mhm.
or like affirmations, I guess you could say. Those for me are really big as well because it's like you're telling me that you hear me and see me
Yeah,
rather than just like touching me. Touching isn't enough for me to feel like truly loved, so I also need to be able to hear it. That's just a part of how I operate.
gotcha.
um, Kind gestures. I always appreciate a nice little kind gesture. I feel like my man does really, really good at that. And I feel like I really suck at giving it, to be honest.
Mm,
But again, I think a part of it too is just, you don't you kind of give what you've seen. So it's not a lot
mhm.
of what I've seen. So it's just a work in progress for me. But
Gotcha.
um pretty much physical touch, kind gestures, that affirmations. Gifts are not huge for me. I don't
Mm.
need to be gifted. And sometimes because of, and it may make me sound shallow, but F it. Sometimes if I really don't like something, I'd rather just have nothing because then I don't want to fake liking something because it was given to me.
Because
Or,
you don't like to, what was it? You don't like to disappoint people.
right. I mean, it all comes back full circle. Yes. So yeah, I really, it's a hard thing for me. Like, that's why I say, like, if you don't have to get me a gift because I really don't need a gift because it's like, God forbid I get something I don't, what am I supposed to,
You
that
better
I have
pretend
to
you like that
struggle.
shit.
But that's the thing. And it's like, now I have to be fake. I don't want to be fake,
Yeah,
but
yeah, you
I
do.
apparently, so, but yeah. So,
Hmm.
yeah. And just quality time in general,
Mm,
just being in each other's space. So
gotcha. Oh,
that's my love
okay. Well,
language.
I know you're listening, so you're welcome.
You know what's weird is him and I have had a conversation around this, so I was actually somewhat prepared to answer that question.
Okay, well, that's
He's like,
good.
I want to make sure I'm on it.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's good,
okay.
right? Like, that's conversations that you guys should be having. So that's all
Yeah. I be
good.
feeling sometimes like those fake Instagram couples where it's like me and hubby do this and that. We ain't really like that all the time, but it's like,
Yeah.
oh, talk about this, talk about that. And it's like, ooh,
Right.
we do. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's good. So good, good, good. I'm glad to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
So I am about to wrap up this portion of my questionnaire for you. But before we move on to my next part, I do have one last juicy question for you. And
Of course.
you know, coming from me, you better answer this one correctly.
Oh my gosh. So much pressure.
So, Amanda, what the people all really want to know, and
Who are these people? No play. Sorry.
hello, our listeners
But no.
across all of our platforms. Um, am I your best friend?
Wow, bitch, that's a hard ass question. Because you know what? It's so I can't
Oh,
stand you.
here we go.
I cannot stand you. So yes, you are my best friend. But son of a bitch, I have more than one best friend, you stupid bitch. You know this.
No, no,
You
no.
know this.
Oh, I didn't even ask it the right way. The
Oh,
question,
see, now you
am
done messed up.
I?
I already answered. I already answered.
Well,
Question's
it would have
done.
been weird to ask it that way, but like the best friend.
The best friend. I cannot answer it like that because I have neck and neck.
Y'all heard that right first.
I cannot stand you. Y'all see how Cassie just tried to set me up on here, right? Because she knows our situation.
Do I? All right,
My
all right, all
gosh.
right. Let me
Yo,
stop
she
because
is trying to start flames on this episode right now. You know what?
no, I'm just messing with you. I know.
I can't
I
stand you.
know what it is.
I cannot stand you. Yo. Guys, where did I find her from? Someone please tell me because I don't know where I found her. Oh.
Charles E. Murphy. Hello.
Mm, Mrs. Manthus. Anyways, I just want to share a little bit that's been getting me through these past few days before Cassie goes ahead and interrogates me any further. So I just got to put out here that it is that time of year where everyone is getting sick and everyone's down and out, and my household, we just were hit, but unfortunately it was the smallest being in our household that was hit. And
Oh.
just in general, as girl, in general, as a parent, it is exhausting. And then when you have to add that into it, it's even more exhausting on top of your daily tasks.
Yeah.
So you already know your girl busted out the magic mind and was like, listen, we are staying on top of this. And I have to say that I haven't every single day consistently taken it, but I've noticed when I at least stay on my like 5-day stretches, like during the week more so when I need to,
Yeah.
that it has just really, really been helping me out. It's pushing me through the day. You know, it's allowing me to get these early mornings in with the young one, but also allow me to not have to take a nap when she's napping too.
Helpful.
Because I tell you what, if you don't get a little bit of this magic mind in your system, you're gonna need to nap when the baby naps. But it's really allowed me to just continue to push through this day and allow me to get my daily tasks done while still tending to the sick. So the ashwagandha girl. Seriously though, it's allowed me
Saves
to just be
lives.
like, you know, it's just like, all right, I know this is my workload for the day and I know I gotta be full of cuddles and love, which I absolutely love, but it's like you can only put so much laundry in and out the wash while you cuddling and loving. So
Yeah.
girl, I just gotta put it out there because it is that time of year that if y'all have not gotten your magic mind already, please jump on it. We do have a good sale going on right now, which I think that you would be foolish to miss it, to be completely honest, because it's at such a deal
It really
for
is. You save a
Yo,
lot of money.
like if you don't believe us, go onto our site yourself and see, because you really will get 1 month for free with the 3 month subscription that we have.
Mhm.
So it's only for this January to really gear up your new year. Just take a look going on to the magicmind.com website. So we have, I'm not going to do my forward slash because Cassie be jacking those up. So I don't want to jack it up with her.
What you
But
mean?
if Girl, you already know. If you go onto magicmind.com/JAN, that's going to be for January Mindset Talks Pod. You will definitely be able to reap this benefit. Again, it's only until the end of January. So once February hits, you're hit. So you might want to get up in there real quick, because again, you'll be able to save. And then also with our code Mindset Talks 20, that
Mhm.
is Mindset Talks 2020, you'll get an extra 20% off. So you're essentially getting 75% off on this deal. So again,
Amazing.
you don't believe us? Go ahead and go to that website and take a look your damn self. Okay.
Yes.
You don't want to miss it. So,
No.
and it will help you and your family, stay safe, because you as that parent being able to take care of everyone is huge. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
it definitely is. So, thank you for sharing that out with all of our listeners, and we hope
you
that
know,
everyone in your household stays healthy.
hell yeah.
All right, y'all. Now, Amanda's had enough of a break of my.
Boo. I was trying to hold her off. Y'all know.
Oh, I know you were, but it ain't gonna happen. So,
Whatever.
this round, I mean, I think the last round was a little more, fun and entertaining, but probably more so
Mm-hmm.
for me than her. But
Mm-hmm.
this round, I think, will also be fun and entertaining,
Woohoo.
because we're going to play a little round of this or that.
Ooh.
Okay. So,
Oh, that's a hard one. I feel like giving direct answers is easier. All right, go
you
ahead.
think
I'm ready.
so?
I'm ready. Depending on the questions, most of the time, yes.
Okay. I mean, it hasn't been that bad so far, has it?
No,
Okay.
I mean, I thought your last question was going to be something different, so I'm actually glad it was what it was.
Oh. Now I want to
Anywho,
now I want to know them.
this or that,
Mm.
I'll save it for another time.
Oh man. All right. So, we're just going to go off here. And here I wrote some down, but I'm wondering if I'm going to think of anything while we're at it. But anyways, so, Amanda, coffee or
Cassie,
tea?
T. Mm.
Movie theater or movies at home?
Mm. A good Netflix and chill, or the movie theater? That is hard. But I like the movie theater.
Have you been to movie theater since COVID?
Um, I feel like I have. Yeah, I seen something. I can't think of what it was.
Oh,
But I can't remember. So,
okay.
but yes, I have. But we're gonna go with movies at home.
Okay, okay.
Much more fun.
All right. We'll just leave that one right there where that is.
Please do.
While we're on the topic of movies, comedy or horror?
Comedy. Oof, don't do me no horror. That is not my.
All right.
I ain't been the same after. Was it the Valentine movie?
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yo,
Because I had to go home alone after
the
that,
way
after
we are
a horror
different.
movie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know why my friends all like horror movies, and I'm like, give me a comedy, please.
Well, that's just who you are. I told you, you grew up on fucking America's Funniest Home Videos, so
But even so, horror movies don't sit right with me. They make me feel on the inside.
yeah,
I don't feel good after watching it. Anyways,
yeah.
go
I don't
ahead.
know. Yeah, that could be a whole nother conversation. All right, hot or cold?
Hot. Sorry. I forgot. I'm just answering. I'm like, bitch, hot.
Glass half full or half empty?
Half full. My optimistic ass.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla. But I like my mint chocolate.
All
Sorry, I
right.
couldn't help myself. I ate too many Reese's as a kid, so I can't do chocolate anymore.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Night owl or early bird?
Mm-hmm. Depends on the day, because I'm really both. You can catch.
I was gonna say I don't really know which one you are.
I can be both, but I'm more of a night owl.
Gotcha. All right. All right. Shower or bath?
Shower. Probably just a shower. I love me a good bath though, but too much work and clean the tub, all that. Shower.
That is true. And if you don't have a big bathtub, then forget it.
Yeah, you're just hanging on the outside.
Breakfast or dinner?
Breakfast all the way.
All
Ooh,
right.
sorry, I got too excited.
Clearly.
I feel like anyone who knows me knows that.
I don't know. Okay.
And y'all, she said, who's her best friend?
Listen. Okay.
Couldn't help
The
myself.
memory is already an excuse in itself. So
Go ahead.
do that.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this is time for a spicy one. Because I feel like if I didn't say that, you might not know what I'm referencing. So
Okay.
top or bottom?
Oh. I'm gonna say bottom.
Okay. Give or receive?
Oh, I had to catch myself on that response. Sorry. Give.
All right. Pool or hot tub?
Damn. I like both, but I think I'm gonna go with pool.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna be somewhere hot in the pool. So
yeah. Okay. All right. This is gonna be like a kind of a weird one. So blanket or sweatpants? Like when you're cold, would you rather throw on a blanket or would you rather throw on a pair of sweatpants?
blanket.
Blanket. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, like I had to catch myself like at or do I not have to catch myself? Because I was just gonna say like
I only have a
a
few more,
blanket
so
because it's like, listen, I ain't got no pants on, so I'd rather just be under a blanket, nice and comfy, rather than having to put on more clothes. I don't know about y'all, but I like being in the house with a little less clothing on because it's just more comfortable.
yeah.
You don't,
Agreed.
we got to wear all these clothes outside the house anyway. Some people just don't wear a lot of clothes outside the house, but
Yeah.
that's not how I present myself. So, being in the house is my break to have less clothes on.
Gotcha.
I'll just take a blanket.
Understood. Heels or sneakers?
Aw, that's hard.
Is it?
It is because I like both.
I feel like you're not you,
I'm
but
more of
like,
a
you know, people
sneaker
are
person, but
yeah. Okay, so there you go.
like I'm more of a sneaker person, but I'm trying to be more of a heel person. But I don't go anywhere to wear heels
Gotcha. I hear
because
that.
then I'll look overdressed depending on where I'm going.
Yeah. No, that's true. I
Mm-hmm.
hear you. Okay.
We need to do more brunches, so I can wear my heels.
Facts. Definitely facts.
Thirsty.
Oh my god. All right. I feel like this is probably more of a question for me. I don't really know if you'll have a response to this, but PlayStation or Xbox?
I'm a PlayStation person.
Oh, okay, cool. Tony Hawk.
Yes. But I'm saying, girl, like, hello.
I mean,
Do you not
so long
remember our
ago.
past?
I do.
God damn.
I do.
God damn.
Oh, I just had one. What was it? Well, we all know the answer to this one. iPhone or Android?
Oh, yeah. If y'all don't know the answer to this one, y'all ain't been tuning into us enough. That's all I have to say. But I'm gonna go ahead and answer the question anyways and say iPhone. Of course, Apple, everything, every day. Hello.
Android. Okay. So I have two more.
Okay.
This one I just threw on. Well, I was gonna say it before, and then we had talked, and then I was like, "Oh, that reminds me, I wanted to ask you this one." So,
Oh gosh.
ice or no ice?
Bitch, no ice. You better not water down my drink. You- y'all, Cassie always has ice in her. Like, she's one person that I can pick out of all the people I know that for sure will have ice in her cup. And I just think it's wild because I don't feel like a lot of people usually have ice in their cup, but like
Really?
you could hear the ice
It didn't melt.
chattering in the cup. Like, it's just,
No, it didn't really melt. It kind of melted.
yeah, she always like she likes her drinks ice cold. And me, I've always been a type to, especially like when I was getting fast food, no ice because it's gonna water down my drink and I'm not drinking it all right away. So, and I don't like things super cold anyways. So
That is
there's
very
that.
interesting. Have you known me to do that like for a long time?
I mean, I can't put a timestamp on it,
Okay.
but
I'm just curious because like my boyfriend like loves ice. Like he'll fill it to like the brim of the cup
oh
and
my
like it not to be
gosh.
liquid. And I'm wondering like, I feel like I did used to like ice, but we've been together for so long. I'm like, do I like ice because of him or do I like ice because of me?
She didn't even know it was her own choice or not. Did I just adopt that habit or
What
was it
happens?
mine?
Anyways, all right. So
Oh my gosh.
the last one that I think I have for you, unless I can randomly think of something else, is cuddles or kisses.
I would say cuddles because I feel like I'm an awkward ass kisser. So
God, all right.
to spare us both, I'm a cuddles type of person. I feel like I give really good hugs, and I'm small. I feel like guys love hugging small people. So like I don't know, it's just not small people, like small whoever they like. I don't know. Cuddles. Yep.
Awkward.
And the end.
Pretty much. So, guys, I think that Amanda did a fantastic job on answering
Ooh,
all of these
sweating.
random questions that I had for her today. I thought it would be fun for us to just kind of quiz her, throw her off guard, and allow you guys to get to know her a little more on a deeper level, like I
Maybe a little too much.
do. Maybe, but you know what? That's what makes it fun. For
Ooh,
me.
well, I appreciate you not putting me to the fire too close to the flame. So
Tried not to.
you did well with your
Oh,
questions.
thank you. But yeah, so that's
Yes.
where we're gonna end it here because Amanda ain't asking me shit.
Apparently. So thanks y'all for tuning in to another episode here with your girls on Mindset Talks podcast. And until next time.
Bye, guys.